Hey guys, welcome to our webinar launch. And today we're going to show you the best, the most complete website funnel and page builder for WordPress that you could have. Now, my name is Álvaro Salgado, and I am the marketing director for Builderall. And today I have with me Shelly. She is the WordPress genius. She's going to be helping me throughout the webinar, showing you the tools and the features. And once again, welcome. So before I share my screen and start the webinar, Shelly, do you want to say anything else?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I am so excited about this particular plugin. And there are so many features and elements and things going on that I suggest that you get ready, buckle up, because this is going to be a crazy ride. And I can't wait to get started.
Awesome. So if you've seen any previews, if you've seen a page, if you've seen any videos online, you know that we're saying we're making big promises that this is the best WordPress builder out there. And this is true. As of today, this is the most advanced, the most complete and unlimited WordPress plugin for websites, for sales funnels, and for pages. So that being said, let me go ahead and share my screen. Do you see my screen, Shelly?
I sure do.
Awesome. So welcome everyone to the launch. And before we get started, I want to show you guys some stats. And this is going to make you go crazy and understand more about the webinar. I'm going to get to a point, but you got to see this first. So WordPress today is the biggest website and page builder in the world, accumulating over 400 million active users.
Wow.
Now, look how crazy this is. 35% of the web is powered by WordPress. So if you access 10 websites today, the chances are that 3 of those websites or pages are built on WordPress. So that is huge. WordPress has more traffic than Twitter.
Wow.
Now, developers around the world are developing solutions using WordPress as their main platform. Now, what does that mean? I'm going to give you an example so you can understand. So let's say you are a real estate agent and you're creating a website for house listing. You need a plugin for WordPress to pull in all of those houses. You're not going to do it manually. You need something automatically. And those plugins are developed on WordPress. Why? Because like I said, 400 million users. 35% of all website traffic is on WordPress. It's huge. So those programmers, those developers, they know you have to develop everything for WordPress. And that's why WordPress is so powerful. Now, we also know that big corporations, they use WordPress because of the unlimited capabilities and all of those plugins. I actually saw online, WordPress has over 1 million plugins. These are plugins that will not limit you to do something. You have unlimited capabilities. You can do so many things with WordPress because of all of those plugins. But we also know that WordPress could be frustrating, right? When I got started, I felt frustrated because I couldn't understand how to work with WordPress. It was difficult. It was not user-friendly, and I just couldn't get anything done when I started. So I stopped using WordPress. And we all know that, like I said, it's confusing, impractical, and honestly, it kind of sucks, right, Shelly? You know this. We've talked about this. When first using WordPress, it's very difficult, especially for beginners.
Yep. It is. You're absolutely right. And it's not intuitive. So when you want to do something as simple as just changing what page is the home page, it is very difficult to find that feature. Now, thank goodness there's this thing called Google where you can look it up, but it makes learning WordPress and configuring WordPress slow going. And for the new user that they just want to build a website, it can be really frustrating.
Yeah, and we're going to get there. So we know that WordPress is necessary. WordPress has unlimited capabilities. It has millions of plugins. You can literally do anything you want with WordPress, and that's why big companies use it. That's why serious entrepreneurs use it. But we also know it's hard. It's hard for the beginner to use WordPress, and that's why we developed a solution for you guys. Now, before you understand the solution, before we show you the solution, you got to understand one thing. There are 2 types of people in this world: people that love using WordPress and people that hate using WordPress. And that was me. I used to hate using WordPress, and I'm a agency owner myself. I never built websites on WordPress for my clients, and I used to lose clients every single month because they would ask me to build websites on WordPress, and I just didn't like it. And now with the solution, you are able to build amazing websites using WordPress. So even if you hated WordPress, there is no reason for you to hate it anymore, and you can have unlimited capabilities to build anything you like now. So before we talk about what we've developed today, before we talk about this WordPress plugin, I want to talk a little bit about how we came here, how we were able to achieve the best the most complete, the most advanced, and unlimited page builder, funnel builder, and website builder for WordPress. So for you to understand how we got here, you have to understand that before we developed this tool, we actually developed another tool. It's called the Cheetah Builder by Builderall. It's today the most powerful and complete website and funnel builder for non-WordPress users. So we had a tool for non-WordPress users. It's the best builder out there. And now we're developing a solution for WordPress users. That other tool that we have for non-WordPress users is being used in over 150 countries. As of today, it has 1.5 million websites built, and we sent 1.5 billion emails already with our current builder. So
that's amazing.
It's a big deal.
Amazing stats. Yeah.
It's a big deal. And I checked these stats last week. They're all correct. In fact, by now we should have more.
That's amazing. Very exciting.
Yeah. For you to understand how big this tool is, I wanted to put a few reviews here, a few testimonials. We only have 3 because it doesn't fit all in one page. So we got testimonials from Barbie, Robert, and Cynthia. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah, Satya. Yep.
Satya. Okay, cool. And we have way more in our Facebook group. So these testimonials, they came from our Facebook group, of which we have, I believe, 60,000 members. Is that correct, Shelly?
And we get these kind of reviews all the time.
Yeah.
Just on the Cheetah inside of Builderall. They are so excited about the tool that they have inside of Builderall, how it works. And they're also excited about this new builder, this new plugin. And we hear from our members all the time about how they struggled building websites and they wanted to build their own company. They wanted to build their own business, enter Builderall, and now they've got everything they need to be able to build their business.
Yeah, I mean, you said everything. That's what I was going to say. So let me move on to the next slide. And like I said, we had this tool. You actually have it. There's millions of people using it. You've seen the stats. But now we're doing something much bigger and something better. You see, after we developed the Cheetah Builder for Builderall, which is currently the best builder out there for non-WordPress users, we have been receiving messages every day from Builderall users, agency clients, and top affiliates asking and begging us to do the same thing, but for WordPress. You see, they wanted the power of our Cheetah website and funnel builder, but for WordPress. The only problem, well, if we were to develop a WordPress plugin, and Shelly knows this, it had to be the best. We couldn't just do a regular plugin. It had to be the best on the market. So we researched all of the most famous WordPress plugins and builders to see what the hype was about. We wanted to see why people wanted a WordPress plugin when they already had the best builder out there. So we researched and we saw amazing features. We saw amazing plugins, but we also saw 9 common complaints. These are 9 things that WordPress users hate. They're always complaining online. In fact, there are millions of complaints like that if you look online, and nobody cared to fix them. But we did. And so here are 9 of those complaints, and Shelly can go over them.
Awesome. Yeah, I can go over these because all of these are things that I was frustrated about when I used WordPress.
Yep.
So the first one is the need for customization. This one is critical because if you've used WordPress, you know that it is very static. Very seldom can you really customize WordPress unless you know how to do CSS and JavaScript. And y'all, I know just enough of that to be dangerous and break a website. So customization is one thing that's definitely lacking. It's also really expensive to run a site. Now, WordPress itself, you have to buy, but then if you want to get all the plugins to be able to do all the cute little things that you want to do, these are typically not free. So you have to go out and buy them, and it ends up being almost like a money pit sometimes when you try to build a website on WordPress. There are also security issues. In fact, WordPress is notorious for security issues. Also, updates are difficult to keep up with. And just to give you an idea, plugins, when you plug them into your website, they don't play well together all the time. And sometimes they break, and it will make you have a really bad day, and you will want to pull up your hair out. If you are a WordPress user, you know what I'm talking about. And that is another challenge, is keeping up with the updates and making sure that your website doesn't get broken. Next one is slow page load speed. And what we mean by that is when your visitors come to your website, your page does not load quickly. And that is a critical component to make sure you're optimizing your SEO so you can get that organic traffic. Next one is the steep learning curve. This is a definite with WordPress. Things are not obvious when you're working in WordPress. Some of the most simple things that you want to do take almost an act of Congress to figure out how to do them. And thank goodness for Google, but sometimes it's difficult even with Google to find the answer.
And this is not this is not only for beginners.
Yeah.
Intermediate and advanced people usually have problems with WordPress as well.
You're exactly right. There's a feature I was looking to do not too long ago, and I had to search all over the internet to try to figure it out. And it was supremely frustrating, and it was something very simple to do. The next one is poor SEO. And this is just notorious for WordPress as well. You have to get several different plugins to actually really take advantage of SEO. The inefficient comment system. So when you have a true blog with WordPress, there is a commenting system, but let me tell you what you're going to deal with when you have a comment system. You're going to get to deal with spammers and people that just are not nice. And you have to get those extra plugins and extra things to be able to manage those things and make sure to keep up with it. And then one of the most maddening is navigation. When your visitors come to your website, you need to make sure you have a very comprehensive and clear navigation system for them to get around the website to the places they want to go. And in WordPress, the native menu system is so confusing and so frustrating, and it's not very customizable at all. So those are all valid and regular issues that you have to deal with when you work in WordPress every single day.
Yeah. And like I said, I want to say this again. This isn't like a couple of reviews that we saw online. These are millions of people that have these struggles, that have difficulties like that with WordPress. And so what we did is not only we fixed all of those problems, those 9 common problems and struggles that people have, but when researching all of those best features and functionalities, we also added them. We combined all of them into our WordPress plugin, making it the best in the world, making it the #1 in the world. This is what we did. That's why it took us months of researching it and over 1 year developing it. Now it's fully ready, it's fully tested, and you can have right now in your hands the best, most powerful, complete drag and drop website page builder for WordPress. And it's so awesome. I mean, having the possibility, having the function of being able to get a certain element, drag it into your page, and seeing it there is extremely satisfying. I mean, you can place the items and elements wherever you want to, making your page look exactly how you imagined. So now you have the option to get this today. And what does that mean for you? You can build unlimited, I'm going to say this again, unlimited high converting sales funnels. You can build amazing pages, and you can build the most beautiful websites in minutes without the typical WordPress struggle or difficulty. And when I say in minutes, you don't have the super long and difficult learning curve. It's easy. We made it in a way that is user friendly. In fact, my girlfriend has never used a computer in her life. Okay, I'm lying. She uses tablets. She uses computers, but she's never like built a website. And I asked her, can you test this for me? I want to see how easy it is that you can build a website. So she opened the computer up. She started messing with the tool. And I would say in 15, 20 minutes, she had a website done. That is how easy it is for you to build websites. And that's why we say you can build websites in minutes. You don't have the WordPress struggle that all beginners have.
Yep.
And so before I move on to the next slide, Shelly, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I think that's the key that you said there is it is ready to go out of the box. In minutes, you can have a website. But I want to make sure that everybody is clear. For the beginner, that is a beautiful thing for sure because of the learning curve. But for the advanced user, they can get in here and actually learn it just as quickly, but also step into those advanced things that they know and start implementing with Cheetah right away. So not is it only good for the beginner and getting them quick to market to be able to get their website up and running, but the advanced user is going to have some advanced things that they can use to add to their website that they don't get with other plugins.
Awesome. So who is this for? Who is the Cheetah website builder for WordPress for? This is for people who have previously tried to use WordPress, but they have given up because they felt overwhelmed. That was me when I tried using WordPress at first. I gave up and I started using other builders because it was way too complicated for me. I'm not the smartest person in the world, okay? And I was able to use this plugin and build a website in 10 minutes. So if you are a beginner, this is the plugin for you. People who are not willing to pay, super expensive rates to build a website, you could easily build a website for yourself with this plugin. This is for agency owners who want to better serve their clients. And again, as an agency owner myself, this will help me get more clients, and this will help me build better looking websites, better funnels because of all the plugins and possibilities that WordPress offers me. This is also good for freelancers looking to make more money from website and page building. This is for affiliates looking to reduce page building time and increase funnel conversions. And another thing is, thus the name, the Cheetah Builder. This is one of the fastest builders around. So when you publish a website, it actually loads very fast. Again, that's why we named it Cheetah. And this is,
but it's fast on two fronts. It's fast building, so you can build super fast. So you feel like a cheetah yourself because you're building these so fast. But then when your visitors visit your website, it loads fast. Both of those are really, really, really important when you're building a website.
You know, I never thought about feeling like a cheetah by building it so fast. That's awesome, Shelly. That's why I needed you here in this webinar. But yeah, guys, so the reason I'm saying this is good for affiliates is if you are an affiliate, or even if you're trying to sell something online, you're creating an ad, you're publishing an ad, and you're selling a product. The page speed, if it takes 1 second to load longer than it should, you're going to lose some clients. So you need something fast. You need a page that is instantly loaded once they click on your ad, so you don't lose clicks, you don't lose leads. Now, moving on, this is also good for business owners looking to make more sales by modernizing their current websites and funnels. This is good for designers who want a more powerful system that allows them to express their creativity. Meaning, you know, we have a huge team of designers, and usually when building a website, they first build a website on Photoshop. And then after they build the website on Photoshop, they convert that website they convert that image, that Photoshop image, into an actual website. And what it ends up happening with most designers is they have to change a lot on how the website looks, because it doesn't really have the capabilities to look exactly like how they designed it. But with our WordPress plugin, you can build it however you want to. So you can have your website looking exactly like how you built on Photoshop, for example. This is also good for regular people that want to build a beautiful but functional website. This is good for anyone looking to learn a new skill, which could potentially help them create a new stream of income. So at the end of the day, this is good for beginners, intermediates, and advanced people that are looking to build websites, funnels, pages, anyone looking to have an online presence. If that's what you're looking for, you need this plugin. So I get it. Up until this point, we've been hyping up this plugin. We've been talking about the plugin for so long and how it's the best plugin. And before I show you the plugin, and you're going to see the plugin in just a bit, I want to show you some of our users and some of our clients using our system. So this is Ruben. He's making $1 million a year with his marketing agency, all built using our system. This is Dennis. He created a pizza course. He has an online course on how to make pizza. He built it all using our systems, and he's currently made over €500,000 with his course, again, using our system. And this is Alex Freeman. He created a marketing course using our system, and today he has the biggest marketing course in Israel with over 32,000 students registered. So these are huge examples of how these amazing entrepreneurs, they build their online business using our softwares, using our systems. They keep it online. They have huge results because our system works. We have a huge team of developers, designers. We have a huge marketing team working for you, so you have the best in the market, and so you have something that you can trust. Now, you might have a question. Okay, so is the Cheetah for WordPress reliable for big businesses and influencers? And the answer to your question is yes. We are extremely reliable for big businesses and influencers. This is an example of a huge influencer. He is currently the biggest influencer in Brazil. I don't want to say the biggest influencer. He's the biggest YouTuber in Brazil. He has 44 million followers on YouTube and 58 million followers on Instagram. Wow. He also has his own Netflix show. So he is a pretty big deal. If you look at the image right there, that is his Instagram with almost 60 million followers. And he uses our system. He trusts us. He needs something that he can trust to send all of that traffic to. And like him, we have Laura. She has a combined following of over 40 million followers across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Oh, let me go back. She actually published a campaign a few months ago, I want to say, where she captured over 40,000 leads in 10 minutes. She made a post. She sent everyone to a landing page or a lead capture page, and she captured over 40,000 emails in 10 minutes. That's a pretty big deal. And that is proof that what we build works, and you can trust us. You can use it, you can abuse it, you can do whatever you want with it. It'll work. Now, here's some other influencers. You have a few examples here. This is Fabio. I don't know if you can see it very well. This is the first image. I don't think you can see my mouse, but I'm pointing at the first image right here. This is Fabio. He has 100,000 followers on Instagram. He's using our system. He has a 7-figure business running in our system. This is Bruna. She has 100,000 followers, and she also has a 7-figure business running in our system. Right there in the bottom left is Misha. He is a Facebook ads expert who also has a 7-figure business on ClickBank. So he is one of the ClickBank's top affiliates because he's an expert in Facebook, sorry, on Facebook ads. And he's also using our system to build pages in his own course. Right there in the middle is 𝐸𝐸. He is a coach with 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube and over 100,000 followers on Instagram. He's also using our system to build pages, capture leads, and so on. On the bottom right, you see Sandro. He has 143,000 followers on Instagram, and he has well over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Wow.
He's using our system. You see right there, 300,000 on YouTube. Yeah, it's in his description. He uses our system for his day trading business. So he has a huge course with hundreds, actually more than hundreds, probably thousands of students, and he's using our system today.
Awesome.
Now, what is one thing that they all have in common? They all have a huge following with lots of traffic. They all need a reliable system to send their traffic to. So whenever they make a live, they post a video on YouTube, or they post an image on their feed, they make a story, whatever, they drive lots of traffic over to their pages, to their websites, funnels, and so on. So they all need a reliable system. And that's why they use our system. That's why they work with us, because they trust us to take care of their business. And along with being extremely reliable, safe, easy to use, the Cheetah Builder for WordPress is the most advanced WordPress plugin due to all of its features. We have hundreds of features. We're not going to go over all of them right now, but Shelly is going to help me go over some of our main features for you guys to see. So Shelly, it's your turn.
All right. This is the most exciting part, right? All the different things that you get with the Cheetah Builder. So let's talk about buttons and boxes. This is really cool because not only can you pull in buttons and boxes, and it's literally where you just drag and drop it onto the page, but you've got a lot of ability to customize them. So whatever your design is for your website, whatever branding you've chosen, you can customize these buttons and boxes to whatever your heart's desire. And you've got a lot of neat features where with the buttons, you can actually create hover effects. With the boxes and the buttons, you can do the rounded corners on each one and gradients and all kinds of neat stuff. So lots of ability to really get those buttons and boxes the exact way you want them.
Awesome. This feature is actually so advanced that the first time I pulled a template over to my website, I saw a button and I thought it was an image because the button was so well designed. The button was so advanced. I thought it was an image. It was actually a button.
And that's a great point that you bring across is not only can you grab them and pull them over yourself, but we've got a ton of templates that are available. So if you're lazy like I am, you could go into the templates and find some pre-made items and pull them in, and you'll be amazed at what's there in the template area as well.
You're right. Oh, it's fair to say we have over 500 templates that you can use.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot of templates.
For those of you that use WordPress and you really understand SEO, the titles are really important. We have the H1 all the way through H6 titles. And of course, this is going to be critical to SEO and making sure you're being optimized. And also it makes it really easy to monitor how many of the H1 versus H2s you have, because with Google, they're very strict in the number that you can have to be able to rank correctly. So we have this whole system in place to help you see your headings very, very quickly. I love this one, HTML. So you can get some HTML code for different programs around the internet to expand the functionality of your website. And you can actually put that into your website as like an iframe to be able to continue to add functionality. It's really, really cool. And this is an important feature, especially if you're an advanced user. Separators are really important when you're building your website because a lot of times you're going to want to move things or nudge things up a little bit or nudge things down a little bit or even nudge things over a little bit. So we've got a couple of different types of separators and spacers, and that allows you to kind of get control of that website and really build a design that is pleasing to the eye and easier for your visitor when they come to kind of see things easier and find things easier. So the separator, and we also have a spacer. Both of those are extremely valuable in the aesthetics of your website.
Yeah, the designers are going crazy with this feature.
Yeah, it's a good one. Lists, we all have lists. We need lists. We live off of lists, and you have the ability to create lists inside of your webpage. And not only that, they are absolutely beautiful. You've got text, icons, you can create links, all kinds of neat stuff, and you can design them according to your branding and the way you want your website to look. Audio. You can actually add audio files from a media library where you upload to your media library, or you can actually add them from a URL and they will play right on your website. Image and galleries. This is a great one. This is where you can add images to your website if you want to in a onesie fashion where you just put an image up there, or you can create a gallery and have multiple images show on the website all together. This is a really exciting one because now you can really create some creative ways and beautiful ways to display your images on your website. Icons and social media icons. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it's a challenge to find just the right icons to be able to work for your website. We have a bank of more than 2,000 icons that you can use. And to me, this is fantastic. It prevents me from having to leave the website and try to go find something and then bring it back into the website. They're right there. I just need to look it up and I can add it within a couple of seconds.
For sure. It saves so much time from going to Photoshop and then getting an image on Google, removing the backgrounds, uploading that image back to your website. It just
Right.
saves you so much time. Having those icons, and you can actually add those icons into your buttons. So it's
Right.
extremely, like, the value is there.
Slideshow is really fun. This is a rotating image carousel. So you put several images up and it will actually rotate those images for you. So you've got a very, very creative way to display your images, and it creates engagement with your visitor as well. And it's a beautiful way to add additional branding and personality and flair to your website. Timers I love, and here's why I love timers, because one of the most important things we can do in marketing is something called FOMO, or fear of missing out. And when you put timers on there, it actually creates that sense to that person that they're going to miss out on something if they let that timer get to 0. So the value is there from a marketing perspective, but not only that, you can actually create these timers and have them customized to match your branding. And we've got some different ways to set the timers. So you can set it for a specific date to do a countdown to a date, or you can just set it for a specific amount of time so it counts down maybe an hour. So lots of different options on the type of timer and how you can customize that timer to your website. Accordion is another one of my favorites. There's so many elements that are my favorites, but this is one of them because it allows you to create an accordion-like menu that opens up and then closes back up according to what the user wants to look at or what the visitor wants to look at. This is really good for something like FAQs. So on the main banner of each section of the accordion, you put the question and they click on that question and it opens up and it gives them the answer. Such a neat tool. And again, it adds such creativity and flair to your website.
And it also prevents a lot of support.
Sorry. Tabs are another one of my favorite. This ranks up there with accordion. This allows you to create boxes that have tabs across the top. So each of those boxes can contain a different set of content or information or images or videos or whatever you want to put in there. And then the user, the visitor, can click across the tabs to see all content. This creative display your, and again, you can customize this to your branding, to your personality, your flair. And it is such an out-of-the-box way of putting content onto your website. And it also saves a lot of space. I think, Alvaro, you had mentioned this when we talked before. I love the space saving factor of this. Instead of having everything down a line, you can create these tab boxes, and it's much easier to navigate and find the information without having to scroll all the way down.
That's true.
Testimonials is another one. This is a great tool element you can pull in, and you can set up your testimonials. You can set it as a carousel and or as a grid, and you can customize everything about it. So again, you have the ability to make it look and feel exactly like you want it to look for your website. This is one that I was really excited about, and this is posts. So when you use WordPress, you have the option to use it as it was originally intended, which is a blogging platform. So if you use it for a blogging platform, you're going to be creating all these posts for the blog. And this post element allows you to create a page that has a feed on it of your post. So you just literally click and drag it over, and it will grab all of the posts that you've created and pull them into your website. And then once it pulls it in, you can say, I want to show all of my posts, or you can say, I only want to show posts that are by this author or in this category, or you can sort and separate those posts so that you only show certain ones that you want to on the page. So very, very exciting that you can use the power of the blogging piece of WordPress along with creating pages that have your blog summary and featured blogs and a feed list. So very exciting. Maps is another really great element. You can pull in a map and actually customize it to your location. And when visitors are looking at that map, they can click on it. They can see exactly where you're at. And the cool thing is if you're on mobile, they can actually look at that map and click it and get turn by turn directions on how to find you. So really, really cool stuff in the maps area. Counters and progress bars. So we can put a counter on there to count down to a specific day or date, or we can put a counter on there to just put a timer type thing where it counts down for like an hour or 20 minutes or whatever. You can also do progress bars. And I love progress bars because they keep the visitor informed on how far they've come in whatever process you put in place. And with the Cheetah Builder, we have a bar format, but we also have a circular format. So you can see how far they've come and how far they've got to go. These are awesome tools, again, to really create some finesse in your website. And any of these can be personalized and customized. The other cool thing about almost any of these tools is not only can you grab and drag them into the website and build them from scratch, but most of these, if you go into the template area, they're already configured in one of the templates, and you can bring some examples over and kind of steal those ideas and use them instead of building from scratch. Floating buttons is one of those really cool features that I don't think I've seen in any other plugin. And what this allows you to do is create a fixed menu that is on the page so that when the visitor scrolls, that menu stays in place so that it's always there. So it's really good if you want to keep something front of mind and available so they can click it at any time they're in that website. So if you have maybe a help desk and you want to make sure that they have access to that help desk at all times, you can put that button there. It's a floating button. So as they scroll up and down, that button stays in place and they can click it anytime they want to. So that's another great feature. And again, it's customizable to match your branding and your company identity.
This one is very cool.
Yeah, I do love the smart pop-ups. This one is cool on so many levels. But first of all, let's just talk about pop-ups. They're cool anyway if you use them right. And the cool thing about this one is you can create some global pop-ups where you create a pop-up and you can use that one pop-up on one page or as many pages as you want to. So that's pretty nifty as is. But then we've got the pop-ups that are triggered by different methods. So when the visitor comes to your website, the pop-up might trigger because they're trying to exit your website. It might trigger because they've scrolled down to a certain point in your website and that triggers, or it can be triggered on a timer. So once they've been on your website for a certain amount of time on that page, the pop-up will pop up and they can see it. Also, we've got extreme capability to customize this. So this is just an exciting thing that is available in the Cheetah Builder. And I think another one of those gems because we have so much capability with it. Mega menus. This one is hard to explain, but I will tell you that it is a menu on steroids. And for you guys that are purchasing the Cheetah Builder, let me tell you that this is the first thing that you need to go in and play with because it will blow your mind what you can do with this mega menu. It's a menu with no limits, and you can drag in the elements that you want to add to the menu. So it can be a traditional menu like the menu, sub-menu, sub-menu, but you can also add in images, you can add in icons, you can add in extra text. It is amazing what you can do with it. So that's one that I want you to write that down, mega menu, so that when you jump in for the first time, you can investigate that. And that alone, you're going to be impressed with. Complete email marketing forms. A lot of times when you get email marketing forms inside the plugins, when you pull them in, they're just really, really plain. Inside of Cheetah, we have the most beautiful email marketing forms, and you can either build from scratch or you can pull in some templates that are already there. But either way, you've got extreme customization for these so that you can pull in the exact fields you want. So you can do name, email, phone number, address, all kinds of stuff. But you can customize the look and feel of this. So they are absolutely beautiful forms for your visitors to see. And again, you can customize and brand these to your company's website.
And it's also important to say that they could also add those email marketing forms into our pop-ups. So let's say, you scroll down to a certain part of the website, you could do a email marketing pop-up. So that's very cool as well. And you can add as many fields as you want to. It doesn't have to be a simple, name and email and maybe WhatsApp form. You could add date of birth. You could add as many fields as you want to. So that is a very cool option as well.
You bet. This one is one that excites me because of the out-of-the-box thinker that I am. Thinking of creative ways to use this, and that is a flip box. And what that is when the visitor comes to your website and they're scrolling down the page, they're going to see one thing as they're looking at the flip box. But then as soon as they hover over it, it's going to flip and reveal different contents. Now, for you guys that are creative thinkers out there, let me tell you what, this is going to be a fun thing for you to play with because there's so many different ways that you can really use this in creative ways to make your website engaging and kind of add that finesse that is not seen on any other website. So that's another one. If you are a creative person, check this one out. You're going to love it. Animated text and motion effects. This is another great one that creates kind of that excitement and really wows the visitor when they come and look at your website. You can take text and actually animate it. That means we can make it jiggle. We can make it kind of zoom in. We can make it zoom out. There's a lot of neat things that we can do to make things animated. And we also have motion effects. So you can keep your visitors engaged and actually keep their eyeballs on that website because they're just kind of stimulated by what's going on with that website and all the action on that website. So really, really cool tools. Pricing list is another exciting one, and we've got a couple different types of pricing lists available. So the first one is that you can grab the element and pull it in and create your own pricing list. The next one is that you can go to templates and pull in, if you're lazy like me, pull in some pre-made beautiful pricing list templates that will amaze you. And these pricing lists can be for a single product that you're selling, all the way up to complete pricing menus for places like restaurants, cafes, and even coffee shops. So pricing list alone, this is a really cool tool. As a business owner, you could use it to really pump up the value of your pricing list, but also as an agency, this gives you a lot of power to really wow your clients with how your pricing lists work. Facebook apps. This is another great one. We all like to add those little things onto our website that allow our people to follow us and find us on social media. And we have a whole social media section of elements. And a lot of that is taken up just by the Facebook apps. So you can pull in buttons and comments and Facebook pages. You can share all kinds of neat stuff. And in this area, you just click and drag it over, connect it to your Facebook, and boom, you're ready to go. It's that quick. This is another really cool one, gradient text. I love this one because it gives you, again, if you're a creative person, a way to really stretch that creativity and build something beautiful that you just wouldn't be able to find in other websites and other builders. This gives you the ability to take text and actually create a gradient. So instead of one solid color, you can pick a combination of colors, and it takes that combination and creates a gradient across the text. It is absolutely beautiful, and it just allows you to just do something different with your website that will also really be attractive to your visitors and just make you stand out from the crowd.
Yeah. As a designer, I think this is one of the coolest features
Mhm.
because not only it makes your website look really, really good, but it saves you a lot of time. So before having this option, whenever we wanted to make a different headline or some different text on the website, we would have to go to Photoshop. We would have to Photoshop the text. We would have to save that image as a PNG image, upload it to the website, and then we would have to maybe adjust it for the mobile or desktop version. And that right there, it saves you, 20, 30 minutes. So this is a really cool feature. Now, Shelly, before I move on to the next part, I think that we could give them maybe a 2-3 minute preview of how the Cheetah Builder is. So if you want to, I can stop sharing the presentation so you can share a little bit of how you build websites, how easy it is, how you get those elements, how you have add banners and columns. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I sure can.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing. There we go. And I'll add you the option. Now, this is so cool. I don't know if you can see me. I actually have a sword going through my head right here. This is how cool this is.
Well, I'm going to open up WordPress and open up a website, and we can play in it a little bit and actually see how easy it is to build. So let me jump into one of my websites. Super, super easy to do. And then I'll share my screen real quick. And let's take a look at what we got here.
And I just want to say these are not all of the features. Obviously, we have more features, but we're not going to go through all of them, or else this webinar would probably be 5 hours long.
That's very true. We could easily do a 5-hour webinar. So inside of WordPress, we've got all these wonderful menu items. Right here is where the Cheetah Builder settings are, and you can go in there and create your global headers, footers, pop-ups, and you've even got the chance to create some saved items so that you can pre-configure a row, pre-configure an element, save it, and reuse it over and over and over again. So that's another really, really cool feature. And then inside of here, let's go into Pages. And let's go ahead and look at an example of what it's like to use the Cheetah Builder. So I'm just going to take one of these. I'm just going to create a new page. So I'm going to go to Add New. And we're just going to call this Sample Site.
And also how awesome it is that you can build pages from scratch. You don't need to pull up a template.
Absolutely. It's so easy to do this, you guys. Remember, all I've done so far is add a new page. I put in my title, and now I'm going to click Launch Cheetah Builder. That's going to take me into the Cheetah editor where I can start seeing some of these amazing tools and these amazing elements that we've got available. So what I want you to do is look over on this right-hand side, and this is where really all of the magic happens. So I've got some categories of elements here. I've got the basic elements. I've got media, I've got layout, I've got animated. So we've got the animated headline, animated text, timers, counters, progress bars, and the radial progress. I've got my social media elements. And again, we talked about this already. We've got several of the Facebook items, but then we've got what I love is a social media floating toolbar. It's actually really, really cool. This is one that is fun to configure. Then we've got the builder all apps, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. And then here's another one that's amazing. WordPress comes with pre-configured native widgets. And sometimes these are really a challenge to put into the themes. You don't have to. You can actually drag them right into your Cheetah Builder website. And it's literally as simple as drag it over, drop that in. So super duper fun to do. Now let's talk about how so that we can add something into a website. So when you talk about the Cheetah Builder, you have to think in terms of rows and columns, columns and rows. So right here, I've got the rows item, and I've got an area here where I can add in my columns. So I can choose if I want my row to have one column to be able to put things inside, or 2 columns, all the way up to 6 columns. And then I've got some offset columns as well. But what if I'm looking at this and I'm saying, you know, I really don't want to deal with any columns? I can actually click this down arrow, and that opens up a ton of pre-configured templates that I can use instead of creating from scratch. So just in this one, I can look at the first fold, which is usually that top part of a website. And from here, you can see that I've already got some beautiful, absolutely beautiful templates that are available for me to plug in. And remember that I told you I was lazy. I don't like to build from scratch. Here's why. Because I can just grab something like this, click and pull it over and drop it, and boom, it's going to drop it into that website and actually have it configured for me. So all I do is some basic editing, and that area is ready to go. And then I can start adding to, taking away, putting more in, using different elements and all that kind of stuff to make it all work. Super duper simple. Also, I'll show you real quickly how we can pull in individual elements if we want to start from scratch. So let's look at the elements area. And let's say that I want to create a button. That is super simple. So right here is my basic button. I just click and drag it over and drop it into my area. Here I can click on the button. And what happens is on the right-hand side, I get all of the settings for that button for me to customize. All of the element tools work the exact same way. You drop it in there, and then once you click on it, all of those configurations start to pop up so you can configure however you want to. With a button, we have 1, 2, 3 tabs. So I can change the content, I can change the style, and I can even do some advanced configurations to make sure that it looks exactly like I want it to look. Now, for you guys that want a complete page and you don't want to build from scratch, you can also go into the templates area, and we have full pages that are pre-made for you that you can pull in. So I can pick any one of these designs, and I can just apply, and I can choose whether I want to replace the layout that I've already got for the page, or do I want to append it, meaning add it to. I'll just say replace, and then okay, and it's going to take that whole entire page and bring it in for me, and it's ready for me to start editing and changing up to be exactly what I want it to be for my website. So that's literally how easy it is to start building a page and building a full website. You can either build it from scratch, pulling in each one of the elements and doing the settings. You can go into the rows area and pull in sections, or you can pull in entire page templates. It's whatever you want to do for your website to customize and get it ready to go.
Man, this is so awesome. It doesn't even feel like you're editing on WordPress.
It's true.
Whenever I see it, I just get this feeling of, you know, accomplishment, because it is so awesome. It's so beautiful. Everything is working so well. This is a very nice feeling. Knowing that we have the best one in the market is a very nice feeling. Now, I also want to say this. If you're editing a website on the Cheetah Builder using the plugin, and you want to send that over to a client and they don't want to use the Cheetah WordPress plugin, they don't have to. They can edit using other plugins. And you can do the same. You can get a whole website built on other plugins and edit on Cheetah. So that makes your life so much easier. Now, while I share my screen, Shelly, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, I'm actually just really excited about all the elements and all the templates. And like we said before, for you guys that are coming in that are brand spanking new, and WordPress is one of those scary things, you just saw how quickly I was able to go in, get into the Cheetah Builder, and pull in a full page that's pre-configured. And all I have to do is some basic editing. And remember that every single one of those on that full page that I pulled in, if I click on the element, I've got the settings on the right-hand side, so I can just start editing that element and make any changes that I need to make. So it's that fast, that easy. You're going to look like a pro. And for you guys that are advanced, you're going to love the flexibility of pulling in those elements one by one and configuring them to be exactly what you want them to be. So we really do have the best of both worlds for beginners and advanced.
Yay, you've said everything. That was perfect, Shelly. Now, let's talk about how much the Cheetah for WordPress is. Now, this is not the regular price. This is not what you're seeing right now on the page. This is actually our regular price after the launch is over. So the regular price is $29 per month. That's $360 per year. So that's how much you would pay. And that is still like very, very good. So
I have to say, Alvaro, that back in my days when I was working in WordPress, if you'd have given me a plugin like this at $29.90 per month, I would have taken it, and I would have happily paid that much money to be able to get the functionality that you get with the plugin. It is absolutely incredible and worth every penny at $30 a month for sure.
Yeah, you're right. That's a steal. I mean, you have the best WordPress plugin for $29 a month. But don't worry, because that's not even what we're doing in this launch right here. So for a limited time offer, right, for you guys watching this webinar, we are doing a offer where you get the Cheetah Builder with all of the features that you've seen so far, all of the functionalities, plus all future updates. So that means that whatever you purchase today, you can still get all of the future updates, all of the future features that we add. We have a huge team of developers and designers all working on developing new tools, adding new tools into this plugin, which you will still keep getting in the future. In fact, if I go to the next slide, you can see that last year alone, we developed over 200 new features to our Cheetah Builder. These were features that our users were asking for, and we developed it for them. We didn't charge extra or anything like that. So whatever they purchased, they kept, plus all of the other tools that we added into the Cheetah Builder. So that means for you, you know that you will have the most advanced, most modern, and the best, most complete builder for WordPress. But you also know that in a couple months, or even in a couple of years, you're still going to have the most advanced, complete, and unlimited WordPress plugin. So that is a very big deal. Now, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. I was just too excited.
It is a big deal. Again, that's another one that I'm excited like you are, because if I'd had a chance to have this at the beginning of my WordPress experience, I would have I'd sign up for it again and again and again. It's like, sell it to me again. I need it again, because it is just absolutely amazing what you get with Cheetah Builder Pro.
That's right. Now, remember the price. We said, you guys, after the launch, you guys are paying $29 a month. But now this limited time offer, we're giving it to you, an amazing offer where you can get the Cheetah Builder for only $2.99. But here's the deal. It's not a yearly plan or anything like that. It's a lifetime plan. So whatever you pay today, whatever you purchase today, that's it. It's a one-time payment of $2.99. You will get the Cheetah Builder forever with all future updates. That is an amazing offer that you're not going to see anywhere else.
I would say that is, in Builderall, we believe in value. And this is the most incredible value, I think, on the internet. We've got such a good product. And to get this for a lifetime price where you pay one time and you're going to get this plugin forever, including all of the updates, that's incredible. And I want to throw in one more thing, and that is that you get agency and developer rights as well. So all of the things that you've seen already, as far as the elements and the tools and all the things that you can do, now think about it in terms of unlimited sites that you can apply this to that you own, but also unlimited sites that you can apply this to for your own clients. So in effect, this is, in my opinion, like a business in a box. If you want to become a web development agency and build websites using WordPress and the Cheetah plugin, you can do that, because under the $2.99 lifetime deal, you have agency and developer rights as well.
Shelly, this is crazy.
It is crazy.
It's freaking crazy. I mean, it's like you said, you will build unlimited websites, funnels, pages forever, not only for yourself, but for your clients if you want to.
Yep.
I guarantee you're not going to see anything better online. You're not going to see anything better in terms of software or price. Yep. Now, it doesn't end there. We're giving you 3 insane bonuses. So if you do purchase the Cheetah Builder today for this limited time offer, which is $2.99, you will also get 3 insane bonuses to complement your experience with Cheetah. The first bonus is an email marketing integration. We call it Mailing Boss. In fact, we sell Mailing Boss separately. This is a complete tool. This is a complete solution for email marketing that we sell separately that you're getting today as a bonus. Now, Shelly's going to talk a little bit about the email marketing software that we have. And it's like I said, we are not going to talk about all of the features, or else we would spend way too much time on this webinar. So we're only going to cover some of our not most advanced, but our main features.
That's
So
right.
Shelly, you can take it from here.
This one tool we could talk about for hours and hours, just this one tool. So inside of MailingBoss, we have so many different features. The first one being you can create broadcast emails. What does that mean? That means that you can send an email out to your subscriber list and they will get that email all on the same day at the same time. So that's called either a regular email or a broadcast email. And you have the ability to do that. But not only that, you can also customize that email to make sure it looks exactly like you want it to look when you send it out. You also have the ability to send yourself a test email and preview it before you send it out to make sure it's exactly what you want. We also have triggered automated emails. So this is one of the coolest features of MailingBoss, and one of the reasons that it just kind of puts us on the map. And that's because you have the ability to sort, sift, separate, customize, and automate how those emails go out to your clients. And to do that, you have this feature called tags. And you can tag your people that come in, and then based on those tags, you can send them very special emails. So let's talk about what that means. Let's say that you send them through a special ebook funnel, where if they sign up to get this ebook, they're going to land inside your subscriber list and they're going to get tagged with the name of that ebook. You can set it up so that when they go into the list with that tag, it then sends them a special email based on the fact that they have that tag. So again, you have an incredible capability of organizing your emails in a way that you sort, sift, and separate those emails out and send exactly to the people that you want to send. This is another really important feature of any email platform, and that is campaign statistics. You want to know what's happening with your email at all times. And the reason being that you need to constantly be evaluating your email reputation. So you want to see, are your emails being opened? Are they being looked at? Are there any bounce rates? What are they doing with your emails? And that's going to help you understand what's happening, but it's also going to help you condition your list. And what that means is when you have people on your subscriber list that are not opening, they're not clicking links, or their email is bouncing, you can find them and remove them from your list to make sure you don't continue sending to them. And that's going to help increase your reputation so that you can get into the inbox of your subscribers. You can customize your emails. I've already kind of referenced this already. When you go in there to create your emails, you can create beautiful headers. You can add images. You can add text. You can add buttons with links, all kinds of neat stuff. And all of this is customizable to make sure everything is branded to you and your business. It's a designer's dream, and it's really, really easy to set up and use.
Yeah, you can make your emails congruent to your pages, your ads, and everything else.
That's right. I love this part too. We have an incredible delivery speed, so that when you set up your emails to go out, you can rely on the fact that they're going to get there and they're going to get there fast. And this is really, really important, especially if you have timed emails that need to arrive by a certain date and time to be able to announce a launch or announce a special offer or something like that. We have incredible speedy delivery, and that's another great feature of our platform. This is the most important reason why you need an email marketing system. That is the autoresponder. For those of you that an autoresponder is, this gives you the capability of automating emails that go out to people that sign up to your email list. So let's say that they sign up on a Monday. You can pre-create emails, put them into the system, and designate when those emails are supposed to go out based on when they join your list. And it will take that person and it will send out all the emails automatically based on the settings that you've already configured. So you basically set it up and let it run. There's no more of jumping into an email client and typing out emails and send, and typing out emails and send. This autoresponder does it all automatically for you. Once you set it up, you can step back and let it do its work. I love this one. You can track which of the people that are subscribed to your list, which ones are engaging with your campaigns. We kind of mentioned this already. You've got the ability to go in there and actually remove people or move them to a different list, whatever you want to do. There's something called deadheads. These are people that either bounce or they never open your emails. All of that hurts your reputation. And the biggest thing in email right now is making sure that you're keeping your list conditioned to keep your reputation as high as it can be, because that's what's going to get you in the inbox. So you have to constantly be going in there and tracking what's happening with your subscribers. So if they're not opening emails or their emails bouncing, you can remove them and make sure to keep your reputation as high as possible.
And if you scroll down the page, you will also see that you can build entire flows using our flow system. So unlike other email marketing softwares, you can visualize exactly what you're doing with our flow system. We don't have an image right here. I guess we forgot to add it into the webinar, but if you scroll down the page, you can see how our flow system works. It's extremely easy and fun to build. So that is something that you definitely have to check it out.
And it's based on actions and triggers. So in this particular case, if your lead or your subscriber actually takes an action, like they click a link or they open an email, you can trigger something to happen. So if they click this link, they get sent this email. Or if they open this email, they get added to this list. So there's a lot of power inside of that workflow system and setting up automations and triggers.
Yep. Now I'm taking a water break.
Awesome.
Stay hydrated. Now, so we talked about how we actually offer this as a separate tool. And if you look at this slide, you can see that we charge $97 a month just for this tool alone. That's over $1,000 per year that you're spending with Mailing Boss. So if you need a solution for email marketing, this is the perfect solution for you. It's like you said, it's like Shelly said, you have so many different options and you can do so many things with Mailing Boss. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We could have done a webinar just talking about Mailing Boss. We just talked about the most important details. In fact, if you scroll down the page, you can see an animated video of how you can build the flows, and it's so awesome. And we're giving it to you for free. You're getting this as a bonus. This is fully integrated with the Cheetah Builder. So when you're building websites, funnels, pages, it's fully integrated. You drag and drop an email marketing form, and it's all integrated, and it's super easy for you to build. And you can build it with whichever design you want to. You can have as many lists, subscribers. You can send as many emails as you want to. It's all unlimited and it's free. Guys, you're getting not only the best website, funnel, and page builder for WordPress, you're also getting as a bonus an amazing email marketing tool fully integrated with the plugin for WordPress. This is amazing. And this is just one of the bonuses. We're going to go over to the second bonus, which is a professional webinar tool. Now, this professional webinar tool will help you increase conversion so much. So exactly like we're doing right now, Shelly and I are doing a webinar. You could also do a webinar for your business. So if you are an agency owner and you want to book calls, if you are an affiliate and you want to create a webinar for a product that you're launching, if you are doing a product launch for your own personal product, you can do a webinar. And we have a webinar builder now as bonus number 2 for you, which Shelly's going to go over some of its features. Like we said, we have so many features for all of these bonuses and tools. We can't go over all of them, but you can see just the tip of the iceberg how amazing these bonuses are.
So this one, you can build webinar funnels, complete funnels. So here's the exciting thing about the webinar builder. It's two-pronged. You can either create live stream where you go live on the webinar and you can actually stream onto a page, or you can even stream to Facebook or YouTube. But you can also do evergreen webinars, meaning that you recorded your webinar, you put it up on the internet, and now it's running without you doing anything. So you can create either one of those through the webinar system. And it's also got a sophisticated method of being able to capture the lead, put it into your email marketing system, and actually trigger emails to go out as well. So this is an incredible full funnel that you can build for your webinars.
Yeah, that's right. It's fully integrated with Mailing Boss and the Cheetah Builder. It's amazing.
It is amazing. You can also do secure group meetings. This is another really cool feature that we have where you can just pull up a webinar and set up a live meeting, invite other people to be on screen with you and actually meet with them either one-on-one or one to a few, bring them in and actually have a meeting right online with the webinar builder. So not only can you live stream, not only can you create an evergreen webinar, but you can use it as a meeting tool as well. I love this one. You can engage your list by setting reminders. So when you build your webinar and you integrate it with Mailing Boss, you can actually send out reminders about the email and automate those so that you can literally send those emails out that say 24 hours to go until the webinar starts, and then 2 hours to go, 1 hour to go, 15 minutes to go, and we've started. You can automate all of that. So when they sign up for your webinar, those trigger automatically.
That's right. And not only for webinars, if you have appointments, you can also send reminders for your appointments. You know, most people, they set up appointments and they end up forgetting the appointments. And this is a great way to keep your customers, what's the word? To keep your customer reminded. That's right. Of the upcoming appointment that you might have. And this is very, very nice.
Yeah. This is a feature that is outstanding. And I love this. It's ghost audience. And what this allows you to do is when you're doing a webinar, one of the most challenging things that you can do is get the audience to participate. Audience engagement is one of those things that's always a challenge. So the ghost audience is where you can pre-configure an audience that you have for your webinar that is programmed to drop messages into the chat at specific time intervals so that they just kind of nudge the people that are attending to engage and participate as well. So an example of this is when you first start a webinar, a lot of times you might say something like, in the chat below, type in the state that you're from. And you can actually have some ghost audience people that type in some states. And again, that's to prompt the people that are there to see other people engaging or what they perceive to be other people engaging. And it will give them that nudge to participate as well. And then all through the webinar, let's say 5 minutes in, you ask another engaging question, you can actually get your ghost audience timed so that they put in their answers and nudge that audience to participate. So another great feature that is outstanding in our webinar builder.
Shelly, do you know why we added that tool into the webinar builder?
Why?
One of our clients, he actually made 7 figures with webinars. He started using our webinar tool and he said, man, one of the reasons why I make 7 figures with webinars is because I have a ghost audience. If you guys need to add this feature into your webinar, and that's why we added. This is a feature that not a lot of people know about, but this is a feature that could completely change the results of your webinar.
That's right. It's absolutely true.
You know, when you ask, how much would you pay for this program? And there's a lot of people saying, I would pay 2,000, I would pay 3,000. You see, that's what he needed the ghost feature for. And this is very awesome. So when we say we are going to change your results with the webinar tool, this is one of the main features that you should be using with this webinar tool.
That's right. Oh, I love this one, customizable rooms. We've got the ability to customize, just like everything else in Builderall, we've got the ability to customize the webinar room. It includes putting a timer on there so you can do a countdown of when the webinar is starting. It also includes, once you're in the webinar, of how you want your webinar to display. So you've got the talking head version, but you can also do a share screen, and it allows you to kind of juggle the way it works so that you are in one bubble and the share screen is in another, or you can flip the screens. There's a lot of things you can do that are pre-configured templates to be able to pull in a specific look for your webinar. So customizable is like an understatement because we have way too many customizations for the webinar platform.
So I was going to ask, how much would you pay for the webinar? I didn't remember we had this slide. But if you look at Zoom, for example, Zoom is $55 a month, obviously depending on what plan you have. And Zoom only offers the possibility to do calls or meetings. Zoom doesn't have half of the features that we have.
And not only that, Alvaro, let me tell you, everything you do in Zoom is branded Zoom. There's no branding on this webinar.
You're right. Yeah. And it's so incredible how many features we offer. And this is the perfect tool for like I said, marketers, agencies, local businesses that want to do appointment calls. And this is for free. Like, instead of charging you an extra, we could have charged this as a separate tool. We could have done an upsell with this tool, but we're giving it to you as a bonus. So you have the Cheetah Builder integrated with Mainly Boss, which is also integrated with the webinar tool, and they all work perfectly together when doing a funnel or when doing a website.
Amazing.
Which leads us to bonus number 3, the booking application. And we were talking about agencies, for example, who want to book appointments. You can book the appointments using the booking application. You can send reminders using Mailing Boss, and you can do the call using the webinar tool. You see, so all of these bonuses, they make sense. They add into your experience when building websites or when building funnels. And this booking application is so advanced. It's so beautiful. It works so well. It has so many features that I'm going to let Shelly talk about those features for you.
Well, the first feature is that you can schedule consultations, you can schedule appointments, and you can schedule events. There's, I think, 3 or 4 different types of calendars that you can set up. And here's the magic in this. You can set up a calendar for a booking appointment for a one-on-one meeting. You can set up a calendar that sets up appointments for a one-to-many meeting. You can set up a calendar that sets up appointments like a classroom setting where you have multiple meeting times with multiple attendees. All of these are possible inside of the booking calendar, and they're actually very, very easy to set up with a lot of other amazing features, including allowing you to set up email reminders, SMS text reminders, and a lot of other things to keep them updated and ready to go and ready for whatever it is that you're booking. The consultation calendar, this allows you to set up like a one-on-one appointment, and you can actually set up the form for them to fill out, capture pre-appointment information that you need. You can set up the reminders, and you can integrate into your calendar. There's so many things you can do with just the consultation calendar with the one-on-one meetings. It is stellar. And if you're a coach that does one-on-one coaching, this is actually the perfect thing for you. This has so many features. I think you're going to be shocked at what you can do just with a basic one-on-one calendar.
Yeah.
It's also integrated with MailingBoss. We've mentioned this before. When you set up the booking app and you set up whatever type of booking you're doing, everything is integrated into MailingBoss so that you can send out those reminder emails. And it is automated. So they sign up, they get their appointment date, and then everything's sent to MailingBoss, and MailingBoss will manage all of the reminder messages that you want to go out. And you can literally set up multiple reminder messages, whether you want to remind them a week before, a day before, an hour before, 5 minutes before. You can set all of that up and it automatically goes out, and you don't have to do anything. Everything is automated. It also integrates with your Google Calendar. This is actually critical for me, and another feature that
Shelly, you froze for a little bit.
Oh, sorry. Let me try that again. It integrates with Google Calendar. This is a feature that I absolutely love, and I use this feature. This is where you can set up your calendar, and when an appointment is set up, it goes straight to your Google Calendar that you connect with, and then you can track that Google Calendar and when you have appointments set up. The value in this for me is I've got Google Calendar on my phone, so I can literally go and just look up my Google Calendar on my phone and see what appointments that I have for the day, and then make sure to schedule out my day, my next few days. So to me, this is incredible value to have it integrated with Google and have that available right on my phone. I love that feature, and it's one of my favorites. The next one is SMS messages. You can notify your appointees definitely what time your appointment is coming up, and you can send out those text reminder messages in whatever sequence you want to set up. So you can set up just one reminder. You can set up multiple reminders. It's amazing what you can do. And again, you can do that countdown of 24 hours to go, 2 hours to go, 1 hour to go, 5 minutes to go. And it is incredible. Everything is automated. And again, when they sign up, you set up it in the settings, what emails you want to go out and what SMS text messages you want to go out. And then once they sign up, everything is automated in the system.
That's right. So Shelly, you've used Calendly before, right?
Mm-hmm. I have.
You can confirm it's around $20 per month.
That's right.
And like I said, we could have charged you extra for this. We could have done an upsell. Instead, we are giving it to you. We're doing this for free. This is a bonus. It's going to add into the experience with the Cheetah Builder, the webinar, the email marketing. So guys, these were 3 amazing bonuses. You have email marketing, webinar builder, booking app, and you're going to get all of those for free after you purchase the Cheetah Builder, which, like I said.
Can I say one thing about these bonuses?
Yeah, go ahead.
We at Builderall, we love the word unlimited. And so when we talk about these 3 bonuses, let's see what we can do about unlimited. So for the email marketing, you have unlimited email marketing. That means you can send out as many emails as you want to send out. So you just send your little heart's content because you are unlimited. Next, with the webinar builder, you can build as many webinars as you want. You are unlimited. That means unlimited live streams, unlimited evergreen, unlimited meeting rooms. This is incredible. The next one is the booking app. You have unlimited booking app. So you can create as many booking app schedules as you want to. You are unlimited. So when we are at Builderall, we say unlimited, we really mean it.
That's right. I also like the word unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the regular price for everything that we're offering? So Cheetah Builder is $29 per month. Email marketing, $97 per month. Webinar, easily $50 per month. Booking app, $20 per month. So if you add all of those up, it'll be around $200 per month, well over $2,000 per year. This is the value that you're getting today. Now, we're not going to charge you $200 per month. We're not going to charge you $29 per month, which is our regular price. No, what we're going to do is we're going to charge you $299. In fact, it's even better than this. We're not charging you that 90 cents right there. We're charging you $299 for a lifetime. You will have this forever. You can build unlimited websites, pages, email marketing, calendars, webinars forever, unlimited. There is no reason that you do not take up on this offer. There is no reason. Because if you want an online presence, even if you're building a simple website, there is no reason why you shouldn't get this today. this is amazing. You will never see a plugin so advanced. You will never see an email marketing tool so advanced for this price. Shelly can confirm this.
I can. And I want to say another thing that really gets me excited, because I wish I had something like this years ago when I first started. I'd probably be like a multi-billionaire by now. But I'm excited about another feature, which is the agency and developer license that you get with this. So not only do you get all the features of the Cheetah Builder Pro, not only do you get the bonuses of the email marketing, the webinar, and the booking app, but you also get agency and developer license. What that means is unlimited websites you can build for yourself and unlimited websites that you can build for your clients. So basically, you have that business in a box. If you have always dreamed of building your own agency and being a website development agency, this is the perfect way to do that. So I'm not sure what you're waiting for. I would definitely jump in there and get this plug-in right now.
And Shelly, even for not people that are agencies, if you own a local business, a pizzeria, for example,
That's right.
this is something you should have.
That's exactly it.
You want to have a website, you want to have a lead capture page, you want to have an email system. If you have a hair salon, I don't know, you want to use the booking app, right? You're gonna need a website, you're gonna need a page. So this is something that everyone can use, everyone can take advantage of.
And not only that, Alvaro, I love that you said that, because hair salons can use the booking app. Pizzeria can actually use that big menu and create their restaurant menu right inside their website. So why would you go and pay someone thousands and thousands of dollars to build a website for you when you can right now pay under $300 and you can have this for a lifetime?
Yeah,
it's too amazing.
It's insane. Yeah. Now I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because this offer is so good. And to finish off the video, I just want to say a bit of my experience using all of these tools, and that is the freedom to build your ideas. What I mean is, if you have an idea, you can instantly go there and build it. You don't depend on developers or designers or anything like that. If you have an idea, if you're like an action taker, you can go in the tool and build everything in a couple of minutes. In fact, this is a real story. During the pandemic, my mom lost her job and she lost all of her clients, and we needed to find a way to make her money fast. So we built a whole entire business in 30 days. And this business generated this year over 6 figures just for her. And this is a big deal because when you have the right tools, when you have the tutorials, the templates, and you know that you can build something, as soon as you have that idea, you can go and do it for yourself. You don't need to invest money paying for other people for you. You don't spend time, energy talking to a whole team of designers or developers. You can go ahead and do it for yourself.
That's right. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Love it. And I love this plugin. I'm so excited that we're able to offer this as a lifetime deal. And just don't forget, this is a very limited time. The price is going to switch over to monthly. So get it while you can.
And even the monthly price, let's be honest, it's a very good price. It's a steal.
True.
So thank you guys for watching this webinar. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye, you guys. I'll see you on the inside.